Newcastle United FC.
Buongiorno everyone, quick video here, the Toon's transfer targets this January, top 10, brought to you by Rafa Benitez. Give us the little list here of who we're going to bring in. So I'll just give you a little inside tip here, sharing it with yous. On my new chair that I got for Christmas, need more sitting on the bed and that, so that's lovely stuff. Onto the list, it's brought together by basically the old rumour mill, the old speculation in the press, potential signings, players that I think could come in, maybe should come in, arranged in order of who I'd maybe favour. Whether Stevie takes over or not, it's a bit of a sensible list. There's no David Luiz's in there, because that's outrageous. Never going to be able to afford his wage below it. Unless, you know, Stevie does come in and does the unlikely, does the City, and splashes out like they did on like Rubino. I mean, I can't say it, so this is why I put this list together, but you never know. We're starting off at number 10, Andy Carroll. Would it be a transfer window without him being linked with a return home to Tyneside? Local lad, local hero in his time here. Would you like to see him brought back? Let us know in the comments below. For me, I would, as he's a handful, he's class on his day, but then again, I wouldn't, because he's injury prone. He's just inconsistent, isn't he? I mean, he's heading it. Moisey obviously doesn't fancy him at West Ham. He's barely on the bench these days. Did come on against us, got an assist, looked a bit of a threat. The assist being that the rebound went in. But if he's heads in the game, he is good on his day, and he's class. He's one of the best. Absolute nightmare for defenders. Gets on the score sheet, but is he the same Andy Carroll that left us all them years ago now? And who knows? Number 9, Ruben Semedo, centre-back from Villarreal. A position that's not hugely important for me in January, but does need strengthening, the fact that quantity needs to be there, as well as a bit of quality, because if it comes to it in FA Cup, January time, if we do beat Luton, we need numbers, and especially with like Mbemba and that being linked with an exit. We know Lascelles and Clark, solid, did the job in the Championship. Lascelles just came back from injury. We're not shipping in goals anymore. It's only been the odd one or two the last few games. Great to see. I like Lejeune. Lejeune's one for the future. We're obviously invested in him. Comfortable on the ball. Needs to adapt to the pace of the Premier League. So he stops making them daft fouls and mistakes, but I think he will come good, hopefully. So there's a centre-back there that we could bring in. Another one, similar to number 10. Former player, linked with a return. Hatem Ben Arfa at number 8. Hatem Ben Arfa. Is he coming back to the Toon? Would you have him back? Let us know. Playmaker, creative player. Definitely something we're crying out for here at the Toon. Again, it's like Carroll though. Inconsistent. Is his head into it? Behaviour is a nightmare. Does get injured. Is he the same player of old? There'd only be one way to find out, really, wouldn't there? Let us know what you think. Number 7, Tom Cooney. Tom Cooney from Fulham. Again, that number 10 role is really important for Newcastle, especially if Rafa reverts back to the 4-5-1 that he prefers. If we do get the most important number 9 goal scorer position in, which we'll come on to, which will be number 1. We are going to need a solid number 10 in there to link up the play and get them through balls threaded through. And Cooney's the one that Rafa obviously fancies. He'd be on the list now for a while. Try to get him in the summer. Wages and the transfer fee was too high. Fulham were wanting 20 odd million. We even nearly swapped Gale at the last minute, didn't we? But they still wanted a cash deal for that. So that's a tricky one. That could still be the stumbling block. But he is someone that we're looking at, and you know, you could see maybe come in. We'll see how that goes. Number 6, Kennedy. Now Kennedy from Chelsea, the young lad, utility player, looked to be all set, sealed, signed and delivered coming this summer. He didn't come here for whatever reason. And well, it seems like nailed on, doesn't it? Everyone's saying that he is going to be coming in. That he is going to come over the line pretty much, so to speak, as Pardew would like to say. 99% done that one apparently. He can play left back, which is a huge position that we need covering. He can play wing back, he's good going forward, he nips in with goals. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on really, and if he was to come into the dog barking there, if you can hear that. Nice one. It'd be good to see if he could come into the side and what he could bring to it. Really, he's highly rated at Chelsea, so if he was to come in, that would be great. I think he could be a good asset to the team. Lean off the beers now, you know. It's been non-stop out of the festive period, so taking it easy. On to the halfway point. Bit of a dodgy on this one. His name has been linked recently though. Morgan Schneidlin. Number 5, Morgan Schneidlin from Everton. Tricky though because Alex just came in. Will he get played? He seems to be in and out. He wants his first team football. Will he get it? Him in the middle of the park, Marino. Love that. Schneidlin has proven it. You know, he's classed at Southampton. He got his move to Man U. Hard to break and keep your place in the side there. Fall out of favour with Jose because everyone does. If he were to be available, that's the sticking point, isn't it? Whether he's in Aldex's plans. If he wasn't, I'd like to see him there. Centre midfield could be a one that Rafa looks at because with not being the major priority, it could be because, you know, Saivi and Diarmi doesn't really trust them, does he? I mean, they came against West Ham, did a job, but Saivi was dropped next game. And Shelby can't trust. We know that much. Because of his behaviour, he gets sent off all the time, whatnot. So you could see him looking to bring someone in there a bit more reliable and trustworthy in the middle of the park. Number 4, Cenk Tosun, young striker from Turkey who's been linked. It's linking back though to the transfer fee and the wages being a stumbling block, being a sticking point because they're asking for 20 odd million. He's banging them in Europe. He's doing well in the Champions League. So will he come? Will we afford him? It's hard to say, but he is a name that's been linked for a long time now and he's not going away. It reminds me of a Mitro link though, when we got Mitro and we paid decent money for him and he was well thought of. He's a young lad coming up through Europe, he was banging them in. He's the same kind of bulldog player where he causes, you know, a bit of a handful for defenders, puts himself about, so it could be an interesting one. Like I say, his name's always knocked about. Position Rafa really wanting to strengthen in the summer is here at number 3, and that is a goalkeeper. And it is Casilla from Real Madrid. The number 2 there, like I say, Rafa's been wanting to keep He wanted Adrian, he wanted Pepe Reina, he wanted from Napoli, his former club in the summer. Didn't get him for whatever reason. Adrian as well was meant to be on his way up, didn't get him. Would have been Fat Ashley again with the thin wage budget. Didn't get him, I think. So I think Rafa will definitely strengthen there come January because it's somewhere where you kind of trust again position-wise because Elliot and Dolo have both been in and out of the team, both been making mistakes. Elliot not as much, but doesn't look super comfortable. And is he out of his depth a little bit? You think maybe so. So if it's not Casilla, I think he definitely will get a senior, goalkeeper in there, an experienced head for the second half of the Premier League season. Number 2. Suspense. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, number 2. Left back, massively needed. Manquillo playing there. He's a right back and he's shit. Dummett, back in. Not good enough. Not Premier League quality at all. So we do need left back. And Luke Shaw, people have seemed to be a bit on the fence about this one. The same with maybe my number 1. But we'll wait for that. But Luke Shaw is a top class player. You don't go to Man United if you're not. Well, apart from like Jemba and a couple of other dodgy signings. But Luke Shaw in our England international, if he wants to be, can be. Maybe should be. He's got it all really. He's solid at the back. He's good going forward. If he loses the weight that Marino obviously goes on about, as he's fat jags at him, doesn't he? And he seems his head's mustn't be there. He must be a young lad, probably going out all the time, getting full of kebabs and beak. So it's a bit of a halfway point. But I'd like to see him here. I think he could do a job. I think he's a class player, and if his head's right and he's grafting and training, imagine him and like every week, man, for the Toon there. It's a solid left back that, and it's an interesting one. He will be on the move somewhere, so we'll see how he gets on if he doesn't come to us. Number 1, Danny Ings. Not surprising to many years because obviously his name is constantly mentioned in the Chronicle and whatnot for coming to Newcastle. Rafa obviously likes him. Obviously his Liverpool links. He likes what he's hearing, seeing, etc. I like what I've seen of him when he was at Burnley, and he is that proven Premier League goal scorer that we are crying out for, that we need, that number 9. And obviously there's concerns of his injuries and is he fit enough. There's only one way to find out, and that's a risk that I think is worth taking, that he could do a job for us and put the ball in the back of net, hopefully. If it's played up by himself or with someone, like I say, I think he could do a job. I don't think you can judge him on his time at Liverpool because of the attacking formula that they have, the front four that they have, etc. Now even Sturridge isn't getting the team because you've got the likes of Firmino, Coutinho, Salah. It's outrageous, man, isn't it? Mane. So you're kind of judging him. Who else is really going to get in there? Like, he's not getting in because, I mean, most players in the world wouldn't get in. That's like the best strike forwards in the world now, you know, them four. So, judging him, it's time for Burnley. Score goals in a shite team there. I rate him. I think he'd be a good little nippy player for a good little number 9, a good little goal scorer. Exactly what the Toon are crying out for. Anyways, let us know who you agree or disagree with, who you'd like to see out or like to see brought in, who I haven't mentioned, in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Most importantly, enjoy yourselves.